So this transmission will take over 700 foot-pounds of torque. It'll shift at upwards of 7,500 RPMs comfortably. Both things that you couldn't say about the older models.
And it won't do that once, it'll do that time after time.
Correct.
Okay.
Very durable. This transmission, basically, the guts, what's in this main case, was developed to put in the new Corvette, the new Camaro, new Challenger, new CTSV.
Right.
The old transmission wasn't going to last in those cars. So they went back to the drawing board and remade this gearbox to last in those supercars, which have a ton of torque, traction control, big tires, lots of curb weight, all things that are hard on a gearbox. And
they have to live.
And they have to live for hundreds of thousands of miles because that's what the manufacturers are insisting on. So, and then what Tremec has done is they've made it easier for us to put them in classic cars.
Great. Now, do you build these transmissions in-house?
No, these are all Tremec transmissions, TKO or Magnum or T5. They're brand new gearboxes, and they haven't been dragged out of a junkyard and refilled with parts.
Very important.
I mean, it's really cool that this is something that people can relate to. Just because the main case and the guts are the same, if you pull one of those transmissions out of a wrecked Camaro and try to put it in an old car, it doesn't mean it's going to fit anything or work with anything. We're now doing about 50-50. We're moving almost as many 6-speeds as we are 5-speeds, and that's because we used to talk people out of the 6-speed. It had a lower power rating than the TKO.
Right.
And it had, definitely it did not have the shifting that the TKO had. Now we have this. We can offer people an alternative, and they can choose whatever they think is best for their car.
This has got both a mechanical speedometer output and an electronic speedometer output. Is that correct?
Right, and if you have a mechanical speedometer and you're running fuel injection, a lot of fuel injection systems require a vehicle speed sensor, so you can run both at the same time.
Right.
This also has a double overdrive. You've got a 0.8 overdrive, a 20% overdrive in 5th gear, where you can still be in overdrive and not lug your engine or cause it to jump around.
If you have an early Camaro, this would go in a stock OEM transmission type.
Correct. Yeah, this is a much more dome shape like you would see in a 4-speed. The TKO has a couple of rectangular plates on top that are rather wide. We can make this transmission fit a bell housing where a TKO or a Muncie already is. So with our MagLink system, somebody who's already got a TKO, they've already got the right clutch, the right bell housing. There's a number of things that switch over. It's not much of an investment to change over to this. Nice thing about this, Tremec made 1,000 improvements literally in this transmission and went up $100. So this is really cool. The transmission comes with a lot of flexibility, and when we add the white lightning, we can get about 60 shift positions out of this transmission. This has 2 shifter sockets in it, and this ball just engages the sockets. All we've got to do to move this shifter around is drop it back in. And they even put a socket here, so if you've got like an old 32 Ford, old Tri-5, and you got a bench seat, or you're doing a truck, we can put a plate here, put a shifter here, it'll come out in front of the bench seat on those older cars. So pre-57 cars, this is a great transmission for.
But you've built an extra layer of adjustment into this thing that's really pretty cool. This black piece here can be clocked 8 different positions to the ball, and in addition to that, the shift handle receiver here can be clocked in 8 different positions compared to this.
Yes, it'll always be parallel to the transmission no matter where you have this thing around the horn. And then we make a couple of different offsets. So with the shifter either here, here, or here, and with all the different positions, you can mimic any 4-speed shift position from a classic car.
Great.
You can also put the shifter where you want it if you're not comfortable with the original shift position in your car. We've had guys for years telling us, oh, these shifters don't work right. Especially with the TKO, they've got a 2-3 shift issue.
Right.
And they come to shows and we show them how to shift them right, and they'll call us back or email us and say, hey, I'm amazed. I've been shifting that thing like a 4-speed for years and it hadn't worked out. Of course, the white lighting has these adjustments. We've got them cranked down right now. We're here in second
gear.
And
what do these adjustments do? When I crank these towards the plus side, as marked here,
it makes the spring to center stiffer. So it'll throw that shifter to the neutral position quicker. So when you're in second gear, That's third.
So if I'm a 90-pound girl shifting this thing very elegantly, I want to probably back that off.
Well,
and if you're, somebody intent on tearing this thing up like I am, I probably want to turn it to the plus.
Big plus.
Okay.
Some guys want this a little bit sloppy, like a Muncie.
Right.
And some guys want it real stiff, especially for racing.
Okay.
Because the tendency is, for a person who is used to a 4-speed, you're in second gear, you want to grab that ball and do one of these.
Right.
Well, this thing's really narrow. It only moves like maybe a 1/16 of an inch at the base.
Right. Okay.
So what you want to do is, when you're in there and your adrenaline's pumping, keep your hand open and just do that.
Just shove it forward.
Shove it forward. The springs will do the rest.
Really?
That will make a clean 1, 2, 3, 4 shift.
Okay.
As fast as you can possibly move your hand. You won't get lost in the gears. You won't miss shift.
Because that's a lot different from the Muncie and some of the the Techs and Rankin stuff that I had. It took a deliberate move, and it would go in. There was no problem with that. It would go in, but it took a deliberate move to go up, over, and up. So yeah, if I was not knowing any better, if I was to try to make this thing shift the way I'm used to shifting, I would say, man, I don't know about that shifter. I just don't know about that.
It's so small a pattern and it's so accurate. It's like a gated shifter. Well, it's very easy to shift it wrong.
So you can basically take 3 fingers and go like that. Take your thumb, go like that. 3 fingers again and go like that.
Yep.
That kind of follows what they told me at. I took a driving course at Bondurant about 6 or 7 years ago. And the one guy mentioned, he said, if you have to use more than 2 fingers to shift, something is wrong with your transmission that will not heal itself. I guess he was right.